All right, folks, it is a windy Friday afternoon. We've got a wind advisory, so it's blowing pretty hard. Rain is about blowing out of here. We were supposed to get some, and we got very little, more wind than anything. But it's time to fertilize our fruit trees. We're starting to get some green, and some of them are starting to, bud, so I need to get them fertilized. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use some Dr. Earth. It's organic, natural fertilizer. So instead of a chemical-based fertilizer, we're gonna use all natural. And also gonna add some blood meal, which is natural fertilizer for nitrogen fertilizer for the trees. So what I've done is scratched away the bottom, basically down to kind of the roots. You can start seeing the roots here.
And look at all the green leaves coming out on it, honey.
Yeah, they're all starting to come out now green.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is open up this fertilizer. If I can get it open. So again, this is all natural fertilizer, so chicken and stuff. And this is a 552, I believe is what it is for fruit trees. And I'm gonna do about a cup. I've got more bags of this, but that's about a cup of fertilizer. And really, as far as these limbs go, that's where the root system is. So that's all I've scratched out. And we're gonna sprinkle all this fertilizer in here. And do the same with our blood meal. This, you can see it's a cup in there. It's black, but that's about a cup of blood meal. Tell the weeds are starting to grow around here. We'll have to get on that some more. That gets it. I'll scratch a little bit away from the base of the tree. There we go. And we'll do each tree that I have right here like that, all right, to help better the growth of the tree. And these trees probably won't put out much fruit this year. They might put out something, but for the most part, we're just wanting to get the tree healthy to grow. And then we've got a couple apple trees to fertilize, and then we've got the larger peach trees to fertilize, which, depending on what we have, I'll probably use granular fertilizer there because these trees are big, a little bit bigger. Probably the last year we really need to hit them hard with the fertilizer because as the tree gets bigger, it's obviously a lot harder to put enough fertilizer on it. But I can't remember. There's some time frame. I'll have to look that up on, at what age do you have to really continue to heavily fertilize the trees when they're young. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on to the next tree and do the same. we're excited that that hard freeze last year didn't, or this past year, the hard freeze did not,
This year.
yeah, kill our trees. You know, they were a year old trees, so we were very worried that they were going to kill it with the temperatures being, you know, into the teens and 20s for several days here, which is unusual for us. I know that's not unusual for a lot of the northern folks, but down here, our climate and what we're growing, it's pretty rough. I'll come back and put a little something on that bed right there to get these ants off of this tree.
Well, the weeds are growing up through there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it don't take much down here in the south. Them weeds grow because it stays warm all the time near about.
Do you need to put this on your raspberries?
The raspberries, I'm going to wait till they really come in a little bit more. They're just planted those. So I do need to probably add a little more mulch to these. All right, so I got those. I'm going to go ahead and get our sprinkler and let them be watering on these while we go do our apple trees, okay? And I'm doing that just so I don't have this stuff up on the tree so high that it can cause the bottom to rot, get too wet and soak in moisture and rot the bottom of the tree. So I just want just enough of that coming out of that stuff without me having it 3, 4, 5 inches up on top of it to keep it from rotting. So we're just covering up that natural fertilizer, organic fertilizer, to allow it to, I'll water it and allow it to let those roots start soaking it up as the tree starts to green out and bud this spring. And we'll probably do it again on these younger trees sometime in the summer. Just trying to get the trees to grow and get healthy and large. These wood chips and this dirt is composted dirt too, so it's going to have some form of long-acting fertilizer in it. And all this stuff will just continue to break down and feed that tree. And these things are getting very close. Right there you can see they're getting very close to budding out. And this one especially, you can see it. The color of it's kind of green right there. It's got a hint of green coming out right there. I mean, just on the verge. Sometime this week, it's probably going to really start hitting it. So this fertilizer will just help and see how these apple trees do. We might get a few apples off this tree this year. We'll see. All right, it's hurricane force winds down here in Alabama come March. But yeah, we got sprinklers now on the 2 sets of fruit trees that we fertilized, and we're going to go ahead and let them soak up some water for a few hours. And we'll let you see how the fruit trees do. Maybe we'll do some little shorts throughout the spring and see how they're looking. Hopefully we'll see some good results from the trees. All right, God bless. Thank you for watching. A simple life is a much more enjoyable life. Thank y'all.